Black Tree TV, we are here in New York City with the creators, the brilliant minds behind the hit show, the hit series Money and Violence. I'm here with Mo and C Styles. How you gentlemen doing today?
Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for having us.
All right, all right. So let's dive right in. Season 1, Season 2. I've been a big fan since day one. What was the creative engine behind the process of you guys coming up with this show?
The purpose of the entire show was just to basically give the world a better understanding of us. And when I say us, I just mean a group of people who've been misrepresented on screen for a very long time. What society labels as the bad guy. You know, people call us criminals. They say they act as if we enjoy doing crime when crimes are something that are done out of necessity. So it was just a yearning to allow the world to get a candid peek at a group of people that under normal circumstances they might cross the street to avoid.
And what made you guys decide to go with a cast that didn't necessarily have veteran actor experience, even though they did a great job, and to say that we're going to give people opportunities from the neighborhood or that aren't necessarily experts in the game an opportunity to get in front of the camera?
At the end of the day, you have to realize, forget the storyline. Let's just go to the backstory of Money and Violence. This is really a rags to riches, from nothing to something story. You understand? So that was just done because that's what was accessible to us. The same way that we use the minimal amount of equipment, one camera, one boom mic. At the end of the day, we didn't have no experience as far as film is concerned, so I didn't have access to skilled or trained actors. Who's more accessible to me than my friends and those that are around me? The series was shot in Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn. Most of my friends grew up in Brooklyn, so therefore in these neighborhoods that we spent most of our lives in, we have relationships, bodegas, locations, restaurants. So at the end of the day, that was done mainly because, like I said, that's what was accessible to us. This project at the beginning was really grassroots. It was put together. It's sort of a miracle that this thing even happened, because for someone that had no experience, I had no resources. Not financially, I had some resources, but what I mean no resources as far as equipment is concerned, as far as locations. We did this totally guerrilla style, no permits, no nothing. So for all of that to formulate, I can only say thank God.
All right, now C Styles, talk to us a little bit about the music in the show. How did the influence, as far as the type of songs you want to put for the scenes to make them come all together?
My first, we just had a bunch of music that was that I had just sitting in my computer, and I just really basically just gave him the music, and he kind of picked what he wanted. Nick picked what he wanted to put in the scenes, because he's very particular about the music has to match up with the scene. So that was an accident, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? We had to do it for clearances purposes, and instead of going out and buying a bunch of stock songs or buying other people's songs and putting the whole project, it was like we had to go get our own music and kind of fill it in.
All right, so let's also talk Lionsgate. Big moves for you guys. You guys recently have a partnership with Lionsgate. Can you tell us how that came about and what we can expect as far as Lionsgate's involvement in the show?
Well, that's Lionsgate came through when we were shooting season 2. What we wanted to do before we even got to Lionsgate, we did a couple of things before we even got to that point. We did a crowdfunding to help us raise money to shoot season 2, so we can start paying the actors that was on the show and make season 2 look aesthetically better. You know what I mean? And then we did a situation with Tidal that got us some more money to add to that creativity that we were doing. And then Lionsgate came in the end fold of it, was like, yo, listen, we'll give you the nice bag if you let us help y'all get involved to make this even better. And we'll take this to, what is it?
Premium cable network.
Premium cable TV.
Showtime, HBO, something like that, Netflix, Hulu, something within that realm.
Yeah, so that's how that came about. So they gave us a couple of dollars to help us even make it look better. So we got up with a production company, and we just kind of put it all together, and that's when you see season 2 came together.
Also, Lionsgate helped us with the re-release of seasons 1 and 2. So August 16th, seasons 1 and 2 will be released on digital HD and cable on demand as well. So look out for that.
And you can buy that on ownmoneyandviolence.com.
www.ownmoneyandviolence.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at Cloud9TV_ or on Twitter at Motivation, MOETIVA.
We usually save that for the end of the video, but
Hey, it's your world today.
C Styles 911. Instagram. Nah, go ahead.
So let's dive into your character real quick, Mo. Your character Rafe in the show. One of the things I love, Rafe, Miz is one of the other main characters as well. You guys are kind of like a yin and a yang, but both level-headed to the point where you can convince each other of what to do and what not to do. How much of Rafe comes from just great show writing, and how much of it have you taken from personal experience in life?
I always tell people that Money and Violence is not a true story, but it is based on reality. At the end of the day, the show itself is based on those that I've known in the past. The characters are a combination of the personalities. Like, there is no one character that is one person that I know, but it's a combination. I take little things from different people. I wanted the show to be as authentic as possible, so therefore I always write it from a perspective of something I know. You know, that's the only way that I'm able to make it feel as real as it does, because people tell me, although it's a scripted series, a lot of times when they're watching it, it feels so real. Rafe, it's the funny thing. Let me tell you the crazy thing that people don't realize. Shane, Miz, and Rafe are actually the same person at 3 different stages of their life. Shane is a younger Miz and Miz is a younger Rafe. People always comment as far as how ruthless Miz is, but what they don't realize is Rafe is Miz, just a little more mature and grown when he's tired of that. And whenever he has to resort to that, he does. But for the most part, he's just more reserved, you know, because he's been there. But a large part of the series is pretty much just experience. And when I say experience, it's not as much as going through the exact situations, but it's just as far as knowing people who are like the characters to a point where I know them so well that I can predict what they would do in any situation.
All right, definitely. So what can we expect? I know season 1, season 2, we're going to revisit that as far as it being released high digital HD. Got a chance to check out the trailer.
Season 1 is going to look
much better.
Much better.
And I like it.
What can we expect without giving out too much to the fans, but still being able to draw them in as far as season 3 is concerned?
I don't even think this dude know yet, man.
Listen,
we crossed that bridge when we get there.
All I can tell you is this, right? I learn as I go along. So therefore, the mistakes that I made in season 1, you won't find in season 2. So season 2 was an improvement from season 1. But totally different, but at the same time still keeping the same essence. So therefore, expect a way more action-packed, eventful, and improved season 3. You know, with this journey that we've embarked on, there is no destination. It's a constant pursuit to be better. So although we're content with today, we're looking to be better tomorrow.
And of all the characters that are alive, because season 2 was kind of like a purge of some sports in the hood, can we expect to see all of those characters that did make it through season 2 to be in season 3 at some point in time?
Some of them. Not everybody. Probably won't.
And whoever isn't, it's his fault.
Some of them.
So let's I've seen a few interviews with you online. One of the statements that you've made that I love, turning your passion into a paycheck. And I'm someone that tries to convince young people every day that sometimes that leap of faith is worth it. Let us know exactly what that means to you, both of you guys, and how we know how you were able to, but how you were able to really take that leap of faith to say we're going to turn our passion into a paycheck.
You know, something I tend to say a lot is that you never know how big your dream is until you take it out of your head and bring it out into the world. And I say this because when the idea came up to do what Money and Violence started as, which was a full feature film that became a web series, I never imagined all this. To me, it was just like, okay, I want to do a series, put it on YouTube. Hopefully, a few people watch it. But I never fathomed it becoming the sensation that it has become. So my thing is, never underestimate how big that dream, and I had a conversation with my daughter the other day, and it's like, never underestimate your dream. You may think, I want to do photography, but you never know if that might grow to you being the best photographer in the world. You may say, I like to cook, I want to be a chef, and you don't know if you can have the greatest restaurant in the world. Never underestimate your dream. And the only way to see how big that dream is to actually take it out of that little head of yours and bring it out into the world.
Yeah, absolutely right. Now, C. Styles, let's talk intellectual property. Just stepping away to find out a little more about what you guys are doing outside of Money and Violence in the world.
Oh man, I think Money and Violence just created other opportunities for us. So, when we was doing Money and Violence, I used to go to him and we used to talk about just creating other content. And since we had the buzz with Money and Violence, now people are giving us opportunities and opening other doors that we can kind of go into and kind of do great things. So we want to capitalize on the momentum, and it's like, yo, what shows that we could come up with? So we went out there and found a couple of creative shows, and Revolt actually gave us an opportunity to put some shows on their platform. So I think we have a 3-series deal there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a podcast.
Well, 2-series deal.
We have a
And
2-series,
one
and one is a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So we doing a podcast.
No. 2 shows, because it's 2 series, because that's multiple episodes. The third one was just that one show.
Okay.
It was the after party.
Yeah, no. Actually, no. It's 3. It's 4. It's 4. Look, it's a bunch of different things. We had a what he's talking about. We had a for Money and Violence. We had an after party that we did there. That's our first business with them. Mm-hmm. And then we went back and then we did a series that we have called My Love Life, according to social media. That's a sitcom, a half-an-hour sitcom. It's funny. Comedy is gonna be really dope. It's about just dudes and sliding up in your DM.
Millennial dating.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
People no longer meet at bars and restaurants now.
Tinder, all that
it's
stuff.
in the DM, Tinder, Twitter, IG,
POF,
all of that. So it's just...
And then we did a podcast. We got a podcast that's gonna be probably just as funny or adventurous with Uncle Murder and Mano that we doing. So we have a
Brooklyn boys. We take some getting used to.
Yeah, we start filming that kind of like in another week, and the topics that's coming up with that is just retarded. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So that's pretty dope. And then we have something that we supposed to be doing with Major Hype after that. You know what I mean? So we kind of just put
and
everything.
We have another show that we're developing that we can't even speak.
Speak about with some ladies. That's crazy. If y'all seen our Instagram,
look
y'all
out
see,
for that.
Yeah,
that's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be crazy.
All right,
so
definitely.
it's a bunch of so we got a bunch. We definitely taking the opportunity, man. I heard the question you asked him before, and I've been working, doing what I'm doing for 15 years. You know what I mean? Not working a regular 9 to 5, kind of just, living my dream out. And I think that's the best part, just to get up and do what you want to do with your life. But make sure you're doing something that you love doing every single day, and not limit yourself to that one thing you love. Because I had to figure out, because I was in the music and I was doing other things, but I had to figure out my talent was it wasn't the music. The talent was kind of putting things together. So figure out what your talent is, and don't spread yourself. Just don't hold yourself to one thing. Kind of spread it a little bit all over the place, and do what you love to do, and kind of bring the passion out to the forefront.
All right, definitely shout out Revolt TV. Shout out to Brethren Major Hype. Shout out DJ Nori. Speaking of Major Hype, he was one of the guests in season 2. Uncle Murder's on the cast now. Saw T.I. in there. You guys are starting to get...
Shout out to T.I., man.
Shout out to T.I., man.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
He had to do that, man. He came all the way from Atlanta.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean?
And then at the end of the day, for someone who's been in major motion pictures to basically, come all the way to New York just to shoot a scene for a web series, just off of love, like that's big, man.
And not only that, too,
we appreciate him for that.
He also gave us a clothing deal too at a Cool.
Yes, shout out to Cool Clothing. Yes.
Yeah, he gave us a clothing deal, and that kind of helped us with production. Like a lot of people didn't know, man. We had to feed sometimes 20, 30 people on set every day. So those extra funds came in real handy when we had to feed people and all that stuff. So everybody that came and donated clothes or gave us a release for the clothes or a release for a establishment, it was...
You are appreciated.
Definitely appreciate you. Like it took a lot. Like you didn't know how much stuff really went into this behind the scenes until you like dealt with it every day. You like, wow.
Yeah.
To even be in somebody's building, you had to get a release. Like you can't just be in the hallway shooting. Like it had to, assurance,
there were
everything.
buildings that we had to basically pay to be in.
The park.
Season 2 was the park. Like season 2 was.
They
totally
made you pay to be in Caton?
Of course. Every single time we shot, man.
Yeah. Okay. I thought they did promoted film in the community.
I mean, listen. If it was up to me,
yeah,
we would have did it how we always do, guerrilla style. Go in
but
there, do what we do. But when you have to understand that when you have Lionsgate involved, when you have the fact that now you have 50 million views and everybody knows you, oh, they shot in my park? Oh, yeah, I'm going to sue them. Because you know why? Because they're backed by such and such.
Yeah, you had to go back to season 1. All the people in the background that you didn't just clear. Like, season 2, you couldn't even walk through the set.
That's the reason. Yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason why it took so long. That was another reason why it took so long for season 2 to come, because we had to backtrack and get clearances for every single person, every single song, every single article of clothing that we wore to get a clearance stating that whoever owned that property gave us permission to use it.
But it was dope though, because you become professionals now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's a growth thing, like he said before. It's dope, like you growing and you learning the business. So we learning on the fly, but it's so dope because we really taking it in and taking it serious. So now when we doing the other series, we already aware of what we got to do and how we got to do it. You know what I mean? So I think Lionsgate, Kevin Beggs, and them coming in and putting us through that process. You know what I mean? So that was really dope, man. And then we got a great team of dudes around us, man. Teddy. He don't never like to be on camera. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard,
yeah. Fritz was like real big with us
the
on
homie,
set.
shout out Fritz the homie.
Bucks.
Yeah, he was real big on set.
Real niggas over everything.
Every day, making sure the set was kind of great.
Shout out Black in the building. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, man.
They gonna Snapchat it though. They gonna know who they Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But this, wearing a lot of hats on set. I think that's the most beautiful thing to me about Money and Violence. Seeing dudes doing things that they never would have been doing, whether it's being actors, actresses, or even doing things behind the scenes. Like our man Munch just editing like the whole thing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Say It Ain't So DVD. Shout out to my dude.
You know what I mean?
Munch,
So
man.
that's like big. Like he can go off and go do this for major pictures because he got the experience from us. Just learning, you know what I mean?
And you know what people don't realize? It's like, to me, when I really sit back and I think about this entire process that we've been through, it's like, how do you lose when so many people want you to win, man?
Yeah.
Because like he said, like, we're surrounded by such a great group of people who make so many sacrifices for this project. Like, my man Munch, for example, I can call this dude at 3 in the morning, and he could be asleep, and I could be like, Munch, I'm going to send you some footage. I need this edited. I need it for 8 o'clock. And you better believe that he's going to get up. No, and the crazy thing, more than the fact that he's gonna get up and do it, he's gonna be happy to do it. Like, damn, I'm getting up right now. Like, he's gonna be enthused. He's gonna be excited about it.
He'd be like, yo, I ain't bathed for 3 days, man. Yo, Munch, go home, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go home, man. Go take a shower, come back. I'll be back. Just give me like 4 or 5 hours. All right, cool. Back doing it. So I don't think people understand that passion. It's good what you see in front of the camera, but that camaraderie, that helping people become something greater than this and not forgetting the ones that helped you get to this point. I love that fact, man. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. You know what I mean? Seeing dudes from your hood and inspiring other people to go out, other web series to start doing what we're doing. Pick up a camera and start doing something and telling the stories. People might go, oh, it's negative, but you honestly telling stories that would happen from where you grew up at. And you taking that negative and turning it into the positive, because now it's no more idle time. You really got to be out there 12 hours shooting, another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours editing. Yeah. So you killing all that idle time. You doing something creative and coming up with new ideas. Somebody gonna come up with something new and bigger and better, and then we got to go out there and go beat that and come up with something new, bigger and better. And that's what's really dope, man, because it's giving people another opportunity to try something different.
Yes.
And like I'll be amazed with this dude, because when he first came around, I'm like, yo, who edited it? And he was like, yo, I learned how to edit on YouTube tutorials. Like, the internet is right there for you. You know what I mean? We met off of Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff is right in. They can't stop you. Nobody can stop you. You just got to go out there and want it. You know what I mean? So that's for the kids, man. Like, you just got to go out there and want it.
Definitely a positive message for the kids. So let you guys get out of here, because I know you guys got a long day today.
Yeah, August 16th, though.
August 16th. Check
Definitely.
cloud9tv.net also. We're using our platform as an outlet to display other web series and give them an opportunity to grow a bigger audience. So check
But
cloud9tv.net.
good web series. Not everybody
Good
saying your web series. Yes.
We just aired the Av yesterday, so check out cloud9tv.net.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
August 16th, go to ownmoneyandviolence.com.
For season 1 and
For
season
season
2 of Money and Violence in digital HD. It's gonna look like you watching. Man, listen, I ain't gonna tell you what it look like.
Big up the
3D.
Lionsgate, my dude Charles Soup.
Charles Suit, yeah.
Trailer looks crisp. I must say, the trailer looks good. So once again, I want to thank you guys. C Styles, Mo, Black Tree TV. Congratulations
Yeah,
on all
thanks
your
for
having us. Thank you for having
success.
us,
No
brother.
problem. Looking forward to the digital release, August 16th.
August 16th.
That's right, 3 days before my birthday. Shameless plug. And also looking forward to season 3.
Happy birthday to my daughter Paige. August 18th. That's her
C
birthday.
Styles 911 Instagram.
Okay, Cloud9TV _ Twitter at Motivation MOETIVATION.
All right. Thanks you guys
Yeah.
once again, gentlemen.